recipe review.
Alright guys, so we're going to do a recipe review here for you. We're inside the WingNation kitchen, ready to get this thing cracking, make it happen. You know how it is. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do, instead of a root beer barbecue style sauce, we're going to make our own, create our own WingNation style sauce, barbecue sauce. And we're going to change it up a little bit. So instead of root beer, what we're doing today is, just because of who I am, we're going to throw a little dark Birch beer in there instead, okay? So I'm going to go over this recipe a little bit and talk a little bit about making it, putting it together. We'll get it all together, make it happen, throw the chicken down, get that rolling, and then we'll test it out. We'll give it a score, see what we think of it, our own creation, and have some fun. We got our oven on here, okay? So what we're gonna do first of all, while we're kind of putting the rest of our ingredients together, we're gonna let the oven just kind of simmer. With the root beer in there, by the way. Not just simmer by itself, because that'd be a little weird, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a cup and a half of root beer, which is essentially 1 bottle of root beer. So we'll go ahead and put that down. Boy, does that smell good. It's not root beer though, by the way, it's Birch beer. We're using dark Birch beer. And I'm a big fan of Stewart's, so we're gonna go ahead and throw some Stewart's in there. If you're a Connecticut resident, you might like some Foxhound Park, which is also delicious. You know, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure that they make it dark. I know that they make a white Birch beer, and that's out of this world. So we're gonna let that simmer. Now, while we're letting that simmer, we're gonna get the rest of our ingredients together and start kind of dropping those in the pan and mixing those in with what we got going on. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna get some ketchup. And today what we're using, I got some Heinz, no sugar added ketchup. Went with the no sugar added option. We gotta keep that thing a little bit healthy. You understand what I'm saying? Already got a really good smell coming out of here. Good golden brown already. All right, so ketchup's in, mixed up. We're gonna go ahead with our next ingredient. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. Already a lot of that's kind of starting to meld together in the pot. So, all right, next one, we're gonna throw, let's see, we're gonna throw some honey in here, okay? Sweeten it up just a little bit. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons. We are eventually going to let this kind of cook down so it thickens up just a little bit. But we'll do that in a moment. And now let's get to our Worcestershire sauce. So we go with the original Lee & Perkins. Let's drop this down and see what happens. All right, next we're going to do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay, let's get right to it here. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. And then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of onion powder. All right, and last but not least, the juice of 2 limes. 2 limes. All right, so we go ahead and let this simmer down, thicken up, and we'll be right back at you. All right, guys, here's the final outcome. Birch beer barbecue sauce, WingNation style. Check these out. Man, they look good. They smell really good too. So again, I found this recipe online. It was really just a simple root beer barbecue sauce to make from scratch. And the only thing I changed really was the fact that I used birch beer, dark birch beer, not the clear one, but I used the dark birch beer because I'm a birch. So that's what I do. So, all right, let's try these. Let's see how they are. Got my whole neighborhood smelling good. So, we didn't make too many changes to the sauce. Again, we did the dark birch beer, ketchup, the brown sugars. It's got that brown sugar taste, which is really prevalent there. We added the honey, the Worcestershire sauce, the lime, which I ended up only using 1 lime instead of 2. It was a little strong, a little potent. We did garlic powder, onion powder, and then added a little bit more ketchup at the end, and probably a half a cup more of the root beer. The birch beer to get that flavor. But man, it's good. I'm telling you, it's good. We got a really good, really savory, very sweet. Man, really good actually. So. All right, let me see, recipe review. Yeah, I think with just the name itself, just that birch beer in there, it's gonna be delicious. But I'm gonna say this, I like it. I like the way that the birch beer actually cuts some of that barbecue flavor, because normal, typical, just straight up barbecue sauce for me is actually not my favorite. It's good. Not my favorite, and I like how the birch beer actually kind of cuts through that flavor and gives it a little bit of a sweetness. The honey also helps with that as well. There's no kick at all in here, so there's no spice, there's no nothing, but the flavor overall is really good. Chicken's cooked well. That's because I did it, right? But chicken's cooked well. The flavor is excellent. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna give it a number. I'm gonna give it a score. I'm gonna say, I think with the recipe reviews, I might change this up. I'm not going to give it an overall score, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a star score on just the recipes. So I'm going to say out of a 5-star review on these chicken wings, that's Birch Beer barbecue wings, I'm gonna give it a straight up 4, man. Really good, really solid, worth the try. So rewind back, take a little listen. Maybe we could post some of the actual recipe on this page. But again, we did the Birch beer, the ketchup, the light brown sugar, honey, Worcestershire sauce, the lime, garlic powder, onion powder, and we did add a little bit of what was it again? The vinegar. Not too much, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of an acidity. But it was excellent. So try it at home. Listen, the whole point of this: get cooking with your family, get cooking with your friends, and just keep doing your thing. All right, guys, WingNation, make sure you smash that like button, share this video. Keep hitting us up on Facebook. We appreciate all you guys doing that. Make sure you guys get on Instagram as well. That's WingNation NE on Instagram. And then also hop onto YouTube and become a subscriber of WingNation on YouTube. All right, guys, we appreciate you. On to the next review.